Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the 10K Challenge by BlueTigerPoker. So again, been at it for about an hour, playing the 100K. Did not work out too well there, so just been playing cash ever since. And doubled up on 2 tables, double up and a half on the top table, and then down here we are a little bit down. This guy has been playing about, I don't know, it seems like 100% of his hands and going crazy. And of course, we're open-ended. We're going to call, and looks like we hit it. So we're just going to continue to fire at him. He's been calling and raising, so we're hoping he's just got the 4, and he hasn't really two-paired, so we're just going to check. I don't think we're folding to any bet he makes here, so and if we're calling that, we're getting it in and hoping we got the best of it. So, and we did, so he mucks. So we got him back after a while. I'm sure at least hopefully he had a 4. He had queen 4, so he's been all over the board. Probably should have made that the mystery hand, let you guys kind of guess what the other card was. We'd hoped he had the 4. Didn't really have a set because he would have beat us. So, but he has been. We knew he was going to pay off with any hand. So, and pretty much been taking top pair against him. He's two-paired us a couple of times where our stat got down, but besides that, that's about it on that guy. He's just a crazy maniac, and he's been giving away. So here, yeah, he's getting in with a 5 to another guy who's been playing a lot of hands, but has only been committing with top pair or better. So he has to assume he's behind. So he's tilting pretty bad. So if he shoves here, we'll definitely call his 529 with our ace 10. So definitely against ahead of his shoving range, and if not, then so what? He's doubled up. So we got a call by player 1. So we are going to c-bet on this, try to get it heads up. If it gets crazy, we'll get out of the way here. So he has pocket 7s, so we need a 10 or something. We do not get it. So he actually had a hand, but his shoving range was, I mean, he would shove with a 2-3 at this point because he was tilting so bad, I guess, that he got beat when he had a quad 4s. I mean, set of 4s with his queen kicker. So definitely would make that call over and over and over again. So, and we wasn't in too bad of a shape against his 7s. So that's about it. So if the board would have came out jack, you know, two jacks with an 8, 9, or anything higher than his 7s, then we'd have been in better shape, because if the board paired up one of those cards, we'd actually won the hand and kind of counterfeited his bottom pair to the 2 pair on the board with our kicker. So we're actually going to go ahead and raise this. I think it's a good spot to do it. That guy's limping. You know, what is his limping range? So we're going to take that free money on that table. Don't know if I'm actually going to post the tape some of the 100K tournament that I was in, where we were free rolling in that from the lucky draw seat that we got the other night. It was just one of those tournaments where you just can't get anything to go your way. So we had 2 sets, one set of 4s. Didn't have the video on for that one, taped right before it. I was trying to do 10-minute segments and doing it twice per hour. And so turned it off, and within like 5 minutes, that hand came up, and the guy got it in with a club draw and ended up rivering us. And then we had a tight guy who we were sitting there. He hadn't played a hand the whole time we were there. We were kind of crippled. We had the button with pocket 10s, and the guy right next to us on the right, the guy who hadn't played many hands, open and pretty much knew we were dominated. But for the pricing we got, we had and just flatted, and we actually flopped our set there too, and then proceeded to get it in against his aces, and he ran out 4 of the flush. So flushes have not been kind in tournaments, and again, I guess I don't know. I like cash games. I like being able to reload. If somebody does get it, you can always reload and keep playing. If they leave, then oh well, they left. That's fine. But if they stick around, it gives us a chance to get our money back, and you can always, you get your money in with the right equities. Where in the cash game, tournaments, it's a little different scenario there. We knew we were pretty much having to commit with, and this is a little bit looser of an opening for us. This table's playing tight, except for the guy over here, and he actually called us. So pretty standard open with this, and then so we're just basically wanting to play pots with number 5, even though we are out of position. I think we're okay in that spot. And top table, player 6 is one of our targets here, so we're trying to isolate. So real good flop for us, I think. Pretty much on both tables. We're going to go ahead and fire a half pot bet, and here we will shut down if he does call, because he hasn't been calling, and if he raises, we're definitely out of the way. And then over here, we're just kind of waiting, I guess. I figured the action would already be on us on the top table, but it's not. So, hope you guys are doing well. If you're a Carolina fan, didn't go our way today. Playing a little shallow in our team, but still gave it a good effort. We should have been able to pull that out in the end. So hats off to Florida State. You guys played a wonderful game, shot the lights out. Pretty standard here with our hand. We're not folding aces pre-flop to anything. So, but yeah, Florida State, hat off to you. You won your first ACC tournament. You're the champions. So congratulations. Hope that helps you in your seeding. But for us, just unfortunate. Again, our stack to pat ratio is under 1. Don't even want to really do the math, but we're pretty much, we're not going to mess around. We're just going to get it in. If he's got a queen or if he's got a pair, he's probably calling. And it is our set, and then so he's drawing dead at that time. So our luck continues, it looks like. So, and the 10K challenge has been going pretty good. I think we're over 50%, and I like to not keep a lot of cash on there, so I usually cash it out, take it back down to around 1,000 or 1,500, and I think we're pushing close to the 2 mark right now, so kind of got it back up to where we're going to be cashing out again soon. So don't really keep the total on the site just because everything has happened since last year. Just one of those things. It's a small 3-bet. Very small 3-bet. And we're still running hot over here. The guy, he hasn't ever 3-bet yet. He's been here pretty good while. We're actually just going to go ahead and raise here, because if he is on club draw and if he's got ace king, he's getting his chips in there. We're kind of giving him a chance to play his hand correctly if he doesn't, and if he's got a set of 3s or 8s, he's definitely getting in there. If he's got aces, definitely getting in there. So I don't think he would have just flatted with aces, so I would probably lean more towards he was on some type of draw or maybe a king-queen type of hand. So that was kind of my analysis, or just air on that. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, balance. So yeah, if you guys, depends on the stake you're playing. In our 10K challenge, we're basically where we are in it. We're rolled for the 100 NAL tables. So again, we're just trying to get over to this guy and make this guy define his hand a little bit up here. It's going to be close if he shoves what we're going to do, so I did make the 3-bet just a little larger, but again, we just want to define their hands a little bit so we kind of know. You can always look at the other. Sorry, my wife was texting me there, so telling us she's out with the kids right now while we're out here playing some poker. So we got the guy out of the way, so this hand is pretty much going to play itself out the way we decided. So he hits us with the ace. We are the favorite, but he does have an out there. I'm assuming ace king would have already put it in there, and we are just smoking the field right now. So we're just going to get it in. If he's got an ace, I would assume he's calling here. He has ace-7, so he has 2 pairs. So, boosh. And we rack up another one. So that was a tough flop for him. He's not getting away from his hand at that point. But thing is he shouldn't be calling in that situation in the first place with that weak of a hand. So just some good money for us. We like those type of players, and that's where we make the most of our money. So there for a second, I just seen it. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the tables with the 2 exact amounts, 274.54. So that was pretty neat. I do declare. So yeah, it's I would not keep. So if you're rolling, and you can, I personally, I hope to never put money on the site by loading it on there, but we could go into a bad run to where we cash out and then we lose 10 or 12 buy-ins. Hopefully not. We might just drop back down in stakes if we are in that bad of a run and try to build up some momentum and come back and play later. But that's pretty much would be our goal. So down here again, same difference. We're getting to open. This guy's on the tighter side. We're gonna open and then see if we can get this guy. We open up a little bit smaller than usual. I got him to fold. Boy, it's going to be tough. This guy has played, he's probably been here, I don't know, 40 hands, and he's probably maybe played 4. So if he would actually shove there, it'd be a little tougher. The great flop, 993. If he's got a pair, he's coming in, and we might even snap that off with 2 overs. So I would think that would be the only thing besides him having us totally dominated with a 9 at that point. And here I do open these hands. We do have one guy out, so we are a little shorter. And if this guy, player 1, folds out to us, then we actually pick up the button that way too. So he's actually taking a while to make his decision. So we got min raise. Yay to the min raise. So we basically flop a pair of 5s and a backdoor diamond draw. We might be able to go ahead and take this down. We're going to make a small bet here. See what he does. He's very short stacked. I'd rather prefer to just go ahead and take this down. If he does call us, and we might pick up some outs. 2, a 3, a diamond, pair up another 5 or 4, and if he shoves, it's an easy fold here, and he's basically was slow playing his aggression. I don't remember him having aggression, so he basically slow played, so he allowed us to play our hand. He got his $3 out, but we could have checked there. You could argue that point, take the free card. We do have equity in that hand, and kind of go from there. But he's never even the min raise, so you could even say maybe he had aces or something along those lines. So we're definitely not going anywhere this time. So we got the club draw with top pair. So we're going to kind of keep our betting the same. We betted close to half pot last time, and he raised us. So really didn't expect him to do much there. Like I said, he's pretty much made up his mind what he does in his hands. So pretty standard. Guy limps in. We're definitely going to raise it. Either pick up the free money or else. Let's see what we got going on in here. Probably not a bad flop for us to see bet on. If we do get called, probably somebody with an ace. They probably not have the 3. And we get raised, and a good chance we can pick up that pot like we did. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, if you got questions or comments, just put them there in the comment section YouTube. We'll try to answer those. You can probably the best way is to just tweet me at BlueTigerPoker, or you can just send an email from the BlueTigerPoker.com. It's basically admin@BlueTigerPoker.com would be the email address. And if you're sending an email, just make sure you tell me which video you're in hand, or roughly the time in the video that you're questioning about, and we'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Here with this guy dead money, I think I like our odds to go ahead and make this call out of position. If we flop anything pretty decent, this guy usually folds. Not a bad flop for us to maybe take a stab at this. Good chance we might get them to fold out. The jack is the only really scary card that I like, and we definitely are going to call here with the big stack already in. And so now we did pick us up a club draw. So with the king, I like to keep my bet sizing still on the little bit of a small side, just because his stack's so small. And then there's the 8. So we are done with the hand. He's probably got his jack, or he might even have the 8. So he checks behind with a queen 10. Wow, totally impressed. I guess he really wanted the gut shot. So kind of dumbfounded by that. What to do here? So we got one guy who c-bets on a very regular basis, I believe. Oh crap, I timed out. I was very thinking about making the play there. I think player 2 is just super aggressive. And he might have picked up some kind of draw. He had queen, so the king actually sucks it out. We're just going flat here. You can already go ahead and take the free money. I think these players are both weak, so we're actually going to continue on this one. Our last hand might have spoiled us a little bit and get us to be called off a little lighter. If we see that continuing, we'll probably just give up in these. So we picked up a diamond draw, so we are going to fire off because maybe the king might scare him off, if nothing else. So he called, and then we did smack it on the river. So now our hand changed from a semi-bluff to now a value bet. So now we're looking, what will he call? So we're going to bet about 2/3 pot. I think he might call. And if he ever raises this, and he's been slow playing the set, he's going to be very upset with himself because we pretty much got the nuts. Don't really see a reason he would not call an all in. So I think any bet we make there, so if he does have a set or 2 pair, I think he makes the call. He might have been saying we didn't have the queen, but either we're not getting any more money out of it or we're getting the rest of his stack at that point. I really don't think he's folding the set. I don't think he's folding top 2 pair. So down here we got an open-ended. We're definitely going ahead and being aggressive with that. And oh, I thought we hit it. So we got this guy up here. So we're gonna fire off again. You never know. Sometimes people do weird things and fold to small bets. So we missed twice. We were just trying to get our pot build up for us in case we did hit. So, and he ended up rivering us. So who knows? He pretty much has got to say you're bluffing the whole time. And we could have maybe threw another one out on the river, but his aggression factor is so low. Being that he hasn't ever really played back anybody until that one hand a while back, so he's just going to call a big percentage of the time. So it doesn't leave us much room, I don't believe, to fire that third bullet off at him. He's just going to probably call. Guys, we're probably going to be coming around one more round, and then we're going to call it quits. And then wrap this episode up and then hopefully get these out to you very shortly. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and turn that one off and these things. So when we get all the way around on all these, we'll call it quits on the videos. And again, if you guys got any questions, just tweet them to me. Best way, you can at BlueTigerPoker. Or you can put them in the comments section here on YouTube. And if there's anything you guys like to see, or you've noticed that, oh, that was cool, the way the videos were set up, just let me know. Then if you don't like something, say that was terrible. I'm one of those people who, when you criticize me, it just kind of rolls off my back, but I also try to take that and make things better. So from my business background, it's just the way I was taught. If you can make yourself better, you might as well do it. So probably the biggest, guys, I think somebody asked about a week ago from the poker side, what's the biggest thing that you could say contributes to being successful in poker? And I can probably tell you the thing that contributes to not being successful is probably the best way to say it. It's basically being impatient. So when people don't have the patience, they do things that they shouldn't. And I can't say that I haven't been there. There's times where I get a little frustrated and start playing things, but having patience is probably the #1 key. You're going through learning curves and things of that nature. It takes time, and then you can't rush your hands. I mean, they come. Sometimes they come in one after the other, and sometimes they don't come the whole night you play. So you just got to be patient and try to find the best spots and reads on the table. I do feel some of my students I coach them a little bit different because they don't get as far as much of a background in poker, so they need to not play as many hands. Where I play a lot more hands, people say, well, why are you playing this hand and under the gun? And I just feel like sometimes the table dynamics justify that I can do so. So again, this hand, we got a gut shot, we got a heart draw, and so we're just going to be putting value into this pot. And we might end up missing, but we got so many outs here, pretty much half potting it. We want him to kind of call and then keep him in the hand. And then we hit our gut shot, so we definitely have the best hand now. And now it's a matter of where do we think what he'll call. So and hoping he would call this bet. Now I was thinking more 15, but sometimes if I, of course, we're just getting it in there. Might have the same hand, and we do. So we actually had him to the wall, so if the 9 of hearts came, that would have been a lovely card. But it did not, so way to go, Bravada. You win that hand. You got the rake. So, guys, that's it. Last hand right there, and we're going to click the sit out button. So, until next time, good luck at the tables.